beautiful world called planet Earth. So I'm going to be going over everything that I set for the week of June 5th to June 12th on weekly tasks. Then we're going to get into the most hectic week of my life that I'm going to be doing, because this entire week from today, the 12th of June to the 19th of June, is going to be crazy busy because we've got a lot of things that we're going to have to do this week. And I'll get into that in a minute here. So, and there's going to be a lot of going out this week. There's probably 4 or 5 days that we're going out, or we're going to have to go out, which I'll get into in towards the end of the vlog. So here's the weekly tasks recap from the last 7 days. So number one, it will stay the same, which is watch as many YouTube videos / channels in a week as I can. For the past week, I watched 195 videos and one channel that I watched it for the entire week. Now, I'll get back into that in a little bit. So, let's move on to number 2, which is start third house and finish moat around houses in Minecraft. We're still working on the moat. The second house roof has not been completed yet, but it's getting very close. We're about halfway through the second roof. So that one will probably be done within the week. I'm hoping to get done with that within the week and finally get done with the moat work around my house, or as close as possible to get done with that. Number 3 is continue countdown to my 35th. We are, as of today, we are 309 days until my 35th birthday. And then we'll go into more details on that. Number 4 is watch as many movies as I can on iTunes this week, which I watched 4 movies this past week. Not as many as I usually watch. Number 5 is countdown until my last VidCon for a while. We are 9 days away from that. And number 6 was watch Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse on Monday and Transformers Rise of the Beast on Saturday in theaters. I did watch both of those films. One of them I had to delete because I don't think I'm going to be watching Scream Queens for a little while. Just until after VidCon is over, which is next week. Just to give you kind of a heads up. So I had to delete that a couple of days ago because I knew that I wasn't even get close to watching rewatching season 1 or even getting close to watching season 2. And then the final thing on here was figure out video ideas for VidCon with featured creators and have confidence in talking to them at meet and greets, as well as maybe in the hotel or maybe walking around the convention center. On Friday, I did kind of go over that a little bit. The plan is to do maybe, I'm not saying this is guaranteed because it's maybe like a 1% chance this happens, maybe it's 1 to 5% chance this happens next Thursday to Friday, to Saturday. But we won't go into detail of that until next week's weekly task. Next week's weekly task is going to be a little hectic as well, but the plan is to hopefully do challenges, some sort of a skit, some sort of a Q&A, maybe take a photo or do something along those lines for my Instagram, for my YouTube channel, but that won't be included in. I might change it a little bit. Just have the confidence to talk about their videos, but we'll get into that because that was the last one I have on this week's weekly task. So we're gonna reset number 1 to 0 videos and to 0 channels. Number 2 is going to stay the same until Monday. We're not going to have that for next week's weekly task because I will not be able to do anything for that in regards to the Minecraft stuff for about a week. Number 3 is continue the countdown, which by the time next week's weekly task rolls around, we'll be at 302 days until my 35th birthday. I'm not sure how many movies I'm going to be able to get through in this next week because it is so hectic, which we'll get into because we're adding some new things to the list this week. So that one's fresh start. It's at 0. Who knows how many I'll get through. The countdown to my last VidCon, by the time we get to Monday next week, it'll be three days, 2 or 3 days, however you want to look at it. Definitely 3. Most likely it'll be 3. And then we're changing number 6 to just one movie. Hopefully, this is going to be a maybe. Maybe go see the new Flash movie on Saturday. Not 100% sure on that just yet. And then we're changing number 7 a little bit. We're going to just change it to have confidence, to have a conversation with some of the feature creators and some individuals who might come up to me. I'm not saying every single person that goes to VidCon is going to be there for me. They're probably going to be more there for the feature creators like the Merrill Twins, like the Amp Group, or Smosh, or Anthony Padilla, just to name a few individuals. They're not going to go there to see me. And if someone were to go there to see me, I'll probably be walking around the convention center. So just come up and say hi to me. But we still have a week and a half to about 7 to 10 days before that actually happens. So that one we're changing. A few other things we have to do. I'm hoping that we can go to get a couple more shirts like this. Not like this, but like a graphic tee of some sort. Maybe get 2 more pairs of shorts, and then that's it. So like 2 or 3 more new shirts to wear. And for new shirts, I'll wear them when that time comes. That's one of the things I want to do this week, is to go to a clothing store and get a couple more shirts, a couple more shorts, and then start getting rid of some more shirts, older shirts that I have that I probably I don't want to wear as much anymore. And then what else? Getting a haircut on Thursday. Then going to dinner for my brother's birthday on Friday. At some point in these next 3 days, we have to go to the pet store to get some cat litter. And then we've got to potentially go to the store and get some more raspberry iced tea for the trip. And then on another one that I'm adding to this is to finish packing up everything for Monday the 19th, which includes packing up my my laptop, all of the chargers for that, finish packing up my suitcase, getting my toiletries bag put together. So there's a lot of things that I'm adding to this week's weekly task. So we've got 10 things on this week's weekly tasks, with adding going to the store one more time just to get a few last minute things, going to the pet store to get cat litter, going to get my hair cut, potentially going to see the new Flash movie, packing up on Monday. It's just going to be a very busy week for me with going out and doing things. And that might start today, that might start tomorrow, that might start Wednesday. I can't really give you a definitive answer on when the first day to get things going is going to be. Potentially today, potentially tomorrow, potentially Wednesday. It's just going to be very hectic with packing, with getting the haircut, with dinner, with movies, with maybe getting some new clothes. All of that stuff is going to be. I'm going to add that to my notes for this next week's of weekly tasks, and hopefully I finish the Merrill Twins videos. We're about 10 months. We started last week about 2 years back. Now we're 10 months out, so not too many videos left to watch on the Merrill Twins, and then after that it's to move on to Sophie Dossie's. Or Dossie, I probably butchered that, her channel, and see how many videos I have to get through on her channel, which is probably basically be everything because I haven't watched a single video on her channel just yet. But I like to do that. So we've got a couple birthdays to wish. So let's just dive into that because I'm kind of rambling now. I want to wish Alyssa Violet a happy birthday. Andy Case a happy birthday. Who else do we have? And Jenna Willis a happy birthday today. Right? Yeah. Those are the only 3 birthdays we have today. We have just one birthday tomorrow. And then that's it. And then we move on to the 14th and the 15th and the 16th and the 17th. A lot of stuff happening. Be the best version of yourself for you and you alone first and foremost, which is also considered self-love. And then once you've practiced self-love for a long time, I know that sounded a little weird, you can start finding your true love or your love story wherever that may exist in this world. Like I said, this is going to be a very busy week for me of getting the last minute things I need for the trip next week. And I will see you tomorrow with a brand new vlog. And bye-bye.